Okay, I think it's Saturday, August 8th, 2020. I'm in Springville, Utah, Dr. Christopher's Herb Shop. Closed for construction, but I'm going to, at least today, at this time, I'm going to shoot a video anyway, okay? So here goes. Okay. Got a lot to talk about, so here we go. Anyway, Trump was live today, and I just love him, because Trump believes in this, okay? The Constitution. I'm going to talk about herbs, so if you happen to be liberal, just hold on. But Trump loves the Constitution, which is about freedom, and I have a lot of books, so I was reading a lot of books today, so we're going to talk about freedom. Okay, first of all, some of you guys might have heard of apple cider vinegar, right? I've been taking it for years. Need to take more of it. And then, let's see, we got Dr. Walker, one of the pioneers in health. Well, look, a book on the Constitution by Ezra Taft Benson. What do you know? Yeah, when I was at Harvard, he was president of the Mormon Church. And, yep, I got this book marked like scripture because the Constitution's great. Man, I was red-pilled back in 1985, and so I remember Red Pill 78. I made a comment on his thing that he's great, and somebody said, "You've been red-pilled." I was red-pilled probably 20 years before Red Pill 78 was born. And I remember I picked this book up in Belmont, Massachusetts at a secret bookstore. And basically the communists started infiltrating Harvard economics department in the 20s. That's kind of where they got going. And some people call it a conspiracy. So this is one of my favorite seminal books. None dare call it conspiracy, right? And it's interesting, but it's endorsed by Ezra Taft Benson, who was Secretary of Agriculture under Eisenhower, who subsequently became president of the Mormon Church. And what's very interesting is that a lot of Mormons, it's kind of weird, but even when he was alive, they thought he was, intellectual Mormons at Harvard thought he was too liberal, or no, thought he was a hayseed. And I was kind of shocked, because I thought everybody kind of would follow, all Mormons would kind of believe in the president of the church, but I don't want to get too off on all that kind of stuff. But anyway, Benson endorsed this book, a phenomenal book I read a long time ago. And then I worked with another guy called Cleon Skousen, okay? And boy, was I red-pilled with this book. To Brent Long, with warm best wishes, Cleon. Okay, so, I mean, I've had quite a history with the Constitution and freedom. Couldn't talk about it much in San Francisco because you get in a fight every second. At Harvard, it was interesting because, you know, Bill Gates came and spoke to us, who's, you know, not a good guy, no bueno, muy malo. And I remember I asked a CFR guy, some of you know what CFR is. Right, man, exercise. About the collapse in 1987, and he kind of ridiculed me for asking about conspiracies. Okay, so we're in front of Dr. Christopher's Herb Shop. So Herbs to the Rescue, I've got a book there. Now look at this. There are no incurable diseases, Richard Schultze. This guy's pretty amazing, okay? I'm going to talk about him because he was trained right here at the School of Natural Medicine by none other than Dr. Christopher. Look at that, no incurable diseases, and then we've got Curing the Incurables by Dr. Christopher. So, where does it all begin? It's kind of foundational. You guys might have seen this book, Master Cleanse, but the foundation pretty much is this, right? Well, I didn't know about it, but I started studying it, and it's kind of, people don't like to talk about that topic, but most people are full of the S word. They're full of poop. And you start to realize, and these guys will say that 80% of disease begins in the colon. And so I started studying that in depth, and you know, if you really clean out, you feel better. In fact, it's kind of a sad thing, but my grandmother was murdered. Somebody constipated her and murdered her. And it was kind of horrifying, but it's true. So, check this out. 3-day cleansing program, Dr. Christopher, okay? And the main thing about something like this, it's kind of, you know, hit it fast, 72 hours, but is cleaning the colon, okay? So it goes back goes back to this, you know, and I was looking through here. Oh, I brought some products. Yep, and I'm going to show them off right now. Okay, so basically, if you clean the poop out of yourself, you start to feel better. And you can do other cleanses, but you got to get the poop out first. These guys say that 80% of disease begins in the colon. And so people sometimes ridicule me like, well, Brent, I mean, what's going on with you? Well, you feel much better when you do that, okay? So I'm going to talk about some of this stuff right now. Check this one out. Intestinal sweep. I mean, check it out. Intestinal sweep. And strange enough, organic olive leaf and Oregon grapefruit. I was eating that the other day up in Salt Lake City by the monument. Remember that? I was eating the grapes, but the roots are yellow. They're a vibrant yellow, and they're really good for you. But intestinal sweep. So I'm going to take some of these tonight. I've already tried it. It works. It takes about 8 hours. Intestinal formula number 1, Dr. Schultz. So, you know, I've noticed a lot of similarity between these two guys. One time I went all the way to LA to see Dr. Schultz, who had a ponytail back then. I mean, he was kind of a cool hippie. But both these guys were very sickly children, very sickly, and they were very motivated to heal themselves. So, you know, if you're sick, you get very motivated. And then when you see something like there's no incurable diseases, you go like, whoa, what are these guys talking about? And you start trying their formulas, which in the end come from above, and it's phenomenal. Like this one right here, complete bone and tissue syrup. I take this stuff, my bones feel better, my hair's getting so thick, it's like, whoa. I'm 64 now too, so amazing stuff. But back to cleaning out the bowels. Oh my gosh, cayenne. These guys are big into cayenne, and this guy's called Dr. Cayenne, and Dr. Christopher, I mean, he would take like a teaspoon, working up a tablespoon a day. I mean, it's stuff, I'm not going to take it because I'll start crying, like for real. And I was crying today about a video I saw when all these special needs kids came up and started hugging Trump, and it was like, made me cry without cayenne. Lower bowel formula, this rocks, okay? And if I take both of these, I'm gonna be like rocking a smaller tummy, and there's gonna be poop that's gonna be out of me tomorrow. So I got that. And what else am I gonna talk about? Blood circulation. These guys are so funny. It's got instructions on it, but the first ingredient is cayenne pepper. These guys love cayenne. Brigham Young loved cayenne, and it goes back even to Joe Smith loved cayenne. Lower bowel. It looks like I have 2 lower bowels. Why do I have 2 lower bowels? I have even more, because if you clean the S out of you, you feel much better. And I've fasted before. One time I fasted for like, believe it or not, 5 days, and you just like feel amazing, okay? And I've done raw food too, and you feel amazing. So sometimes you know, get off it and you're eating candy and you're eating fast food, which is pretty horrifying basically. But if you clean the poop out of you and you use products that do that, you just feel a lot better. And so I'm gonna go on a cleanse. I love, oh look, yep, anyway, I've got all kinds of books. But knowledge is power, and if you clean yourself out, you're gonna feel much better and fantastic. Oh, how do you like my shirt? Okay? So the other question is, which hat should I wear? This one with the used look? I like this one right here. I like this one here. Yep. And I happen to think he's alive and rocking. So, rock on everybody. Hope you enjoyed the video. There's a lot in here, and I'll call it a conspiracy, because truth is truth no matter where you find it. And I like to know the truth. And I kind of got a heavy dose of it, yeah, when I went here after I was red-pilled. When I went to Harvard after reading Naked Communist, Naked Capitalist, and all that kind of stuff. So, anyway, keep on rocking the free world. Ciao.